Hello everyone, this is Raksha from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, currently studying in a sixth semester. Today we will know about the cloud computing and its reference model, machine reference model. Here we will know about the machine reference model, instruction set architecture, application binary interface, application program interface, security ring and privilege modes. Virtualizing an execution environment at different level of computing stack requires a reference model that defines the interface between the level of abstractions which hide implementation details. From this perspective, virtualization technique actually replace one of the layer and interpret the call that are directed towards it. In modern computing system can be expressed terms of a reference model. At the bottom layer, the model of for the hardware is expressed in terms of instruction set architecture, which defines the instruction set for the processor, register, memory, and interprets management. The instruction set architecture is the interface between hardware and software, and it is important for operating system, developer and developers of application that directly manage the underlying hardware. This is the diagram of the machine reference model. Here we can Here we will see the hardware, operating system, application library hardware. The IAS is an interface between the hardware and the operating system. ABI is an interface between operating system and the library. API is an interface between application and the library. This all we will see in the future slide. What is API, ABI, ISA. In detail, we will learn about this in the future slides. Instruction set architecture. It is defines the instruction set for the processor, register, memory, and interpret management. It is an interface between a software and a hardware, and it is mandatory for operating system. The developers of application who directly manages core hardware. The operating system layer is separated by the application binary interface from the application and the libraries which are managed by operating system. Application binary interface is it covers the facts such as low level data type and call convention, and it also defines a format for many programs. Mainly system calls are defined at this level. Moreover, this type of interface enables portability of various applications and library across operating system which employ the same ABI. Application program interface is represented by the highest level of abstraction. This API interface application to libraries and or the course operating system. For an action is to be performed in the application level API, ABI, and the two which are responsible to make it done. Mainly CPU runs on the two privilege levels. That modes are user mode and the kernel mode. In this mode, the user mode in this mode, memory access is restricted up to the some limit, whereas access to peripherals is denied. Kernel mode. In this mode, the CPU has instruction which manage memory and how to be accessed, and it also has instruction which enable access for a peripheral like disk and network cards from one running program to another running program. CPU switches automatically. The expansion and applications of computing system are simplified by this layered approach. Application of multitasking and coexistence of multiple executing is simplified by this layered approach. Security ring and privilege modes. All the current systems support at least two different execution mode, that is supervisor mode and user mode. The first mode denotes an execution mode in which all the instructions, that is privileged and non-privileged, can be executed without any restriction. This mode, also called the master mode or a kernel mode, is generally used by the operating system or hypervisor to perform sensitivity operations on the hardware level resource. In user mode, there are restrictions to control the machine level resources. If code running in a user mode invokes the privileged instruction, hardware interrupts occur and trap the potentially harmful execution of the instruction. Conceptually, the hypervisor runs above the supervisor mode. Here is the diagram of the security ring. This is a ring 0, ring 1, ring 2, ring 3. Ring 3 is the least privileged mode and it is a user mode. Ring 0 is the most privileged mode and this is a supervisor mode. And ring 1 and 2 are the privileged mode. Possibly implementation features a hierarchy of privileges in the form of ring-based security, ring 0, ring 1, ring 2 and ring 3. Ring 0 is the most privileged level and ring 3 is the least privileged level. Ring 0 is used by the kernel of the operating system. Ring 1 and ring 2 are used by the operating system level services. Ring 3 is used by the user. Recent systems support only two levels, that is ring 0 for the supervisor mode and ring 3 for the user mode. The first can be made within the privileged and non-privileged instruction. Those instructions which can be used with the interrupting and another task are known as a non-privileged instruction. They are also called so because shared resources are not accessed. Example, contain all the fixed point, floating and arithmetic instruction. The instructions which are executed under particular restrictions and which are frequently used for a sensitivity operation which expose behavior sensitivity or a modify control sensitivity, known as a privileged instruction. Thank you for your valuable time.